Hi, friends. Welcome to Enlightened World Network. I'm Dr. Ruth Anderson here with the Meditation a Day. Today, it is my absolute honor to bring you Holly Erin Copeland. She's here with Heart Mind Alchemy, and she's going to be doing a special experience meditation for us. And she's titling it Aligning to Life. So, Holly, thank you so very much for being here.
Thank you, Ruth. I absolutely am delighted to be here and with everyone on Enlightened World Network.
Thank you. So, Holly, whenever you're ready, you may start.
Okay. Um, well, welcome, everybody. And I would just invite us all to begin by taking your seat and closing your eyes and taking some few long and slow breaths into the belly. Starting to tune in to the animating force of life that moves through you as your breath. This breath is life moving through you. And such will be the focus of the meditation today, to connect to this animating force of life. The pulsing aliveness within you and all around you. And on every inhale, feel how this life moves through you, enlivening every cell, like you're turning on a light switch inside. Let it move all the way down to your toes, to your knees, to your hips. Feel it animate and open up your back, your belly. Take another breath. Feel it move into your arms, into your fingers. Take another breath. Feel it move into your throat. And now breathing into your head, the center of your head. Now breathing in to the space above your head, the sun star. Drinking in, breathing in life through the crown, into the heart. And lastly, we're going to connect this down into the ground. So we're going to breathe in, feel it run down through your central channel and connect to about a space about 8 or 10 inches below your feet, the Earth Star. And feel the pulsing and animating life force here. And now connect down deep into the earth, like you're connecting to the crystalline core of the earth, wrapping around, anchoring you in. And you feel this column of light that you are, from below your feet up through your whole body. This pranic tube of light. Connecting you to earth, connecting you to the sun. And then finally, just let yourself rest here. Fully animated, fully alive. And we'll activate the torus field around the body. It's like a donut shape that extends up and around through the body. So imagine you're like there's a donut shaped field and you are the center. And breathe up through your central channel now. And then first breathe to the left, up and around and down. Then breathe up and we'll connect to the right hand side. Up and around and down, entering your feet and coming back up into the body. Then we'll do the back body, so breathe up and around and behind you. Down through the feet. And then lastly, up and around through the central in front of you. And of course, this is a continuous field. So now connect and feel the whole field all at once. And I'm going to introduce some sound healing now. So I'm going to focus on activating the DNA strands. There's 144 DNA strands that surround all of the energy in this field. So just imagine and feel that we are connecting to these strands and enlivening them, bringing anything that's not in balance back into balance. And setting an intention here for this group healing that only what will serve you comes into your field, and anything that is not meant for you simply passes through you. And what I'm tuning into here is the field feels a little flat, a little heavy, maybe a little metallic. There's so many toxins and different things that we're constantly processing and correcting. And it feels to me like there's an intensity that we're tuning into here. So just let yourself tune into the sound of the fork and invite in the sound of the fork to bring resonance and healing to any part of your DNA strands and structure that could benefit. We're strengthening this torus field. We're enlivening it. And as we do this, just let yourself breathe. If you feel a heaviness in you, use the breath to clear the energy. So, sighing it out, breathing it down out through your feet, whatever feels right for you. I'm feeling a lot of weight in the area of the shoulders, the neck, the back of the head, where information comes into the body. Yeah. Whew. It feels like there's a lot of work to discern if this is okay or right for us or meant for us. Invite everybody to continue to breathe, especially in the heart and the belly. What we feel allows us to heal. So if you feel or are aware of heaviness, simply breathe and clear. And we especially invite in assistance from any angels, guides, beings of light to clear this energy. Bringing us back into resonance and harmony with our unique vibration, our unique song that we are here to sing, clearing any energies that are not ours, clearing anything in our DNA sequences that isn't meant for us, isn't aligned with our highest good. There are many stories that are being told to us about the world from the outside, that the world is chaotic, that the world has a lot of challenge and difficulty. At the end of the day, you get to write the story for you. What is your story? Mine is that my DNA is aligned and whole and a force for good and positive change in the world. I invite you to step into the story that you are whole, and you are made of love and light, and that is all that is true. And as I do so, as we do so together, the fork responds. If there's the heaviness is gone, there's a beautiful lightness and an openness. Like the barrier is dropped and there's more receptivity. And now, interestingly, the fork has changed. It's a little quieter. And this feels to me like by dropping our guard, by opening to this new story of our divine perfection and wholeness, we invite in these frequencies, the healing frequencies, into the body. And the body is drinking them up. There we go. These frequencies are like nutrients for your field. Like a different kind of vitamin. Okay, there's a heaviness in the heart now. So inviting in some heart opening here, heart healing. And I would invite you to breathe into the heart and bring to mind something, someone that you really love, a family member, friends, pet. Bring to mind deep love. For me, it's the moment my daughters were born. And just let that memory sit in your heart and breathe it in. And continuing to breathe together and allowing whatever is here to be here. So not pushing away any heaviness, but simply bringing awareness into the space and letting your simple awareness and acknowledgement be the balm that heals this. That's it. Good. Okay. I'm going to activate some forks on either side of the head, bringing balance to the entire hormonal system of the body. Pineal gland, the thymus gland, all the glands in the body. That's it. Yeah. There is a cosmic dance happening. Shakti and Shiva, yin and yang, happening in you, through you. You are the screen and the movie. This vital life force arising through us. The cosmic serpent, as Jeremy Narby calls it. Enlivening through our DNA. Our strands of DNA are like cosmic serpents arising in all of us. The universal play of life arising in us and all around us. Let your consciousness consciously connect to all of life, all of this life. So not seeing anything as a dead, inanimate object, but actually that this life force animates and moves through everything and everyone, just like it is moving through you now. And your evidence for this simply can be your experience. That everything the mind touches is alive. There's no dead, inanimate matter because you've never experienced it. Everything in your experience is vital, alive, moving consciousness. We don't need proof from the outside. It is your experience now. We see what we believe. See for yourself without any preconceived notions. Without any outside knowledge needed. Just see for yourself what is true. And have enough confidence in your own experience to see this is true. And with the last strikes of the fork, we are sealing your energy body, uniting heaven and earth. May you feel the blessing, the gift of your life, this brief time that we are alive in these bodies. Feel the gift of what it is to be able to walk and talk and be in relationship with all of life. With the support of all of the spirit realm, guides, ancestors, and elders who all understood and knew this to be true and have communicated it to us in so many ways. So many blessings, love and light to you all. Namaste. So be it. Amen. Thank you.
Holly, that was beautiful. That was a long way to come back from. That was fabulous. Thank you so very much. A couple of things that you said that I wanted to bring up. One, you were talking about a heavy metallic toxicity to the energy. Are there things that we do to ourselves that would cause that to happen?
Yeah. Um, well, one thing is just being really conscious of what we eat, for example, right? So we take in, food, and the more energetically sensitive I become, what I notice is I can tell what my body wants, and just really tuning into that, and then as much as possible, eating, fresh, organic, alive food, and just trying to be conscious of toxicity in the environment, and especially water and clean water. I've become really aware lately of the power of structured water through the work of Veda Austin. I don't know if your viewers are aware of her, but she's a New Zealand researcher who studies water, and like she's following in the footsteps of Professor Emoto. Many people may know him, who did these famous experiments where people, said the words love to water and then froze it, and the crystalline structure was really beautiful, and then conversely said evil and other negative things, and the structure is all chaotic. Well, she's taken that to this like much deeper, extended level, and it's her work is phenomenal. And what seeing her work in the videos, if you go to her website, and hopefully we can just put the link, but you can just Google Veda Austin, and it for me it really brought alive like, oh, this is why it feels so good to drink spring water. This is what it does. Like, we bring in that crystalline structure into our bodies because we're 70% water. And there are also ways to structure water. And there's like, I use a Flaska. This isn't a commercial, but just to say like these things exist. Like, I use a Flaska water bottle, which structures the water into tap water, into spring water, and has that structure when you drink it. So, being aware of things like that. And then I also really want to emphasize that, so there's the sort of the external inputs, but then there's, our thoughts also create vibrational patterns. So to the extent that we continue to perpetuate negative thinking, judgmental thoughts, criticism about ourselves or others, we are bringing in a kind of toxicity into ourselves. And so being very aware of that every, thought we have creates a vibrational, pattern. And so, I think of that as a form of toxicity in a way. And the more we clean up ourselves, the more we actually invite, I think, because we're all interconnected in an interconnected field, each of us cleaning ourselves up is helping to clean up the whole field. And then all the things like heavy metals and things that we're bringing into the environment, the external world will start to change in response to each of us doing this work. So.
Yeah, beautiful. And I think that toxicity also goes to, what are you feeding your mind with?
Like what are you watching on TV, for example? What news are you taking in? I don't take in mainstream media anymore. It's just not helpful. It's not a good vibration. And and I can tell when I watch something with people who are operating in a high vibration, like people I'm sure on Enlightened World Network, it, like, you can feel it lifts your whole spirit up, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, what we take in with our minds matters so much. And we have a choice. I mean, every moment we have a choice about, do we do this or do we do this? And so it's empowering, right? It's so empowering to know that we actually create our own reality through these choices we're making. So choose wisely, trust yourself. That's why I felt like in the meditation, like learning to feel and trust ourselves, to have that discernment, so that we can create more of what we want. We can, create more of this high vibration energy.
Exactly. Make your options count.
Yes, I love it. Exactly.
Something else I wanted to draw people's attention to, you said your evidence can simply be because you experienced it. We don't need to be looking to outside people to validate what it is that we've experienced internally. So thank you. Thank you for the language around that.
Oh, thank you. I was influenced, I think, because I was really feeling into this today. I mentioned this book, Cosmic Serpent by Jeremy Narby, that is a phenomenal book that I've been listening to, and it's blowing my mind. And it caused me to think about the power of story, and how, he who controls the story kind of can control our lives, right? And I think we have bought a story about the outside world, and particularly in this context, I mean like this dead inert, that this like world is made of dead inert stuff called matter. And we've bought into this story, and that has allowed us to kind of de-animate, like to think that we live in a dead world. And in fact, but what all of the evidence that he presents in this book is showing is that, that life is animate. It's all around us, and but we actually can just start with our own story. Like, don't take somebody else's word for it. Actually, go into your own experience. And I love Rupert Spira for this, because he's so amazing at pointing out that everything we touch with our mind is consciousness. Everything, like, I don't actually need to read a book to believe that consciousness is that everything is conscious. I can simply go to my own experience. And why would I not trust that, Yeah. Like,
Excellent.
yeah. So,
Holly, if folks want to know more about you, how do they find you? And if somebody wants to work with you, how do they do that?
yeah, thank you. So my website is heartmindalchemy.com, and you'll see there's a number of options right at the beginning, at the top of the page, for how to work with me. You can join my Heart Mind Circle community, which is a new thing I just started. I'm starting in April. For a pretty low fee, you can come and join 2 meetings a month, live guided meditation, sound healing with tuning forks, and breath work. So I'm going to do that, and there's some live online courses on demand, and then you can also schedule a one-on-one discovery call with me. I'm doing a little, like, free 30-minute mini call with me to experience some of the benefits of my one-on-one work, because what I've found is the one-on-one work in particular is the work that's, if you really want to change your life in a big way for big results, the one-on-one work is super powerful. And so, yeah, I'm really excited to work with those who this work resonates with.
Excellent. Holly, thank you so very much today. And friends here at Enlightened World Network, thank you for being here. Thanks for taking that time to go inward and to go upward to shift this experience of what you are calling your life. We're so glad to be experiencing it right alongside you. So take good care. God bless. We'll see you all soon. Bye now.